Hey everybody, hey, it's Dr. Julie Steinauer. I want to highlight two patients today who have been diagnosed as amblyopic, and we're going to discuss their cases a little bit tonight and how they are no longer amblyopic. So I have two charts here. I'm going to be looking down so I can refer to some information on them. So I apologize ahead of time and won't be looking at the camera the entire time tonight. So our first patient we're going to talk about is Aiden. Aiden came to us at the ripe old age of 4 years old. He had been diagnosed as amblyopic, and one eye just wasn't seeing as well. That's what that means. So his right eye wasn't seeing quite as clearly as his left eye, and there was a difference of 2 lines between his 2 eyes when he initially came to see us. So we did a bunch of different things. All right, Aiden also had an alternating eye turn out, and so that was the reason why one eye didn't develop his eyesight quite as clearly as the other eye, and he was a little bit farsighted or didn't see quite as well for up close with that same eye. So those kind of discrepancies are the reason why Aiden didn't have the same level of eyesight in both eyes and was considered amblyopic, also sometimes called or named as lazy eye. So fast forward, let's see, that was October of 2016. Fast forward at the time that we worked with Aiden, and if I go back and look through the charts of information, so October of 2016, in February of 2017, this year, Aiden was no longer considered to be amblyopic. He was equally sighted in each eye, and he was doing just as well with the right as he was the left eye. And in addition to that, let's see if I can show you one picture. One picture. Oh, you know what? I have names on them, so I better not show those tonight. I didn't prepare that ahead of time. All right, so let's jump ahead. Let's spotlight one other patient. So if we look ahead to one more, we'll do an adult patient. When this adult patient, who will remain anonymous, all right, we'll call her Sherry. When Sherry came into the clinic, she was seeing 20/25 with her right eye, 20/50 with her left eye. This was January of this year, so January of 2017, and she was farsighted in both eyes, but a little bit of an edge was given to the amblyopic or the lesser seen eye. All right, so the lesser seen eye, how long did it take Sherry to go through and get to the point, I'm thumbing through my chart to find that, when she was equally sighted for the very first time? All right, so as of the last time that I saw her in the clinic, just in September, Sherry was able to see 20/25 with that eye, as well as 20/25 with her better seen eye, and she's no longer considered to be amblyopic. Now, both patients went through extensive vision therapy. They are actually, one of them is just graduating, the younger little guy who's just graduating, who's age 4. Our older patient, who's Sherry, who's been in here, an adult patient, she is actually going to be continuing on for a little bit longer. But here we are about 8 months into her program. She's no longer amblyopic. There was a whole host of things going on with strabismus of eye turns. If I can tell you, she had an eye turn in, she had an eye turn out, she had double vision, she had all kinds of things going on. And so after 8 months of therapy, she's no longer amblyopic. She's able to see in depth perception, use 2 eyes together as a team, no longer see any kind of eye turn in or up, which is awesome. And I'd say both cases are a great success. So many times it's said that, pardon me, that there's not anything that can be done after a certain age, and that if you're amblyopic or not seeing well in one eye, you're just stuck with it, and there's nothing that can be done any further. You know, you're never going to be able to see any better because some sort of stimulation stops or some sort of growing or changing stops at the age of 7 a lot of times that's a number that's thrown out there. That's just not true. If we think about how our brains work, our brains are wired to continue to grow and learn information no matter what our age is. The only time that that comes into play is something different is when we do get older, if some sort of condition like an Alzheimer's or something that's going on within the brain is going to halt the progress of continued learning, all right, or dementia, all right? So if that's not happening, then it doesn't matter what our age is, we can continue to learn and grow and learn new things. No matter if we're young or older, it doesn't matter. And so if that's the case, well, then we can continue to teach the brain how to learn how to improve vision, right? And to have a better visual system. So when you hear those things of like, oh, you're just too old, or that can never get better, just think about what I'm saying here. That's not true. You can continue to learn no matter what your age is, and so therefore we can continue to improve vision. So there's never a wrong age, and there's never too old of an age to work on amblyopia. And we had 2 patients we spotlighted tonight. One we named as Sherry, as an adult patient, and one who's 4 years old, Aiden. And both patients did amazingly well, no longer have amblyopia, and as a result of not only vision therapy, but photosyntonics or light therapy. And so using both of those things together has given us an awesome result for both patients. So if you have questions, I would love it if you type them down below. If you want to tag people in the video, tag someone in the video if you know that someone is affected by amblyopia. You know, it's awful, if I can speak, often called lazy eye. So if someone has been, you know, diagnosed with that and they are searching for answers, tag them in this video, have them seek out contacting me, you know, on Facebook. They can send me a message and I'll be happy to reply. And with that, guys, thanks for joining in. I'm gonna say see ya, be awesome. Thank you.